Welcome to Let's Talk Chiropractic. I'm Dr. John Dagenhart. I'm a local chiropractor for 44 years now. I work full time. I never want to retire. Like I said on last week's show, Linda, I feel like I finally got this job done right, So Linda Gordon today gave us a great story last week. I thank the Lord that we prevented her from getting back surgery. But as she got better with her back, she Googled, and then on our wall we have these different posters how many people have conditions that they don't think are chiropractically related. So when she says to me, oh, by the way, I have a TMJ problem. So we'll talk about in today's show what that is. But let me introduce you first of all to Linda Gordon. Today we're going to talk about TMJ and how chiropractic can help that. So Linda, explain everybody who you are, and thanks again for coming.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. Happy to be here. I'm Linda, and I am just a regular person, really. I do a combination of some, office work, book work, and outdoor stuff. Some outdoor work. My family is from a farm, and my dad is 83 and still has sheep and hay, and so just a combination of physical stuff and sitting at a desk stuff.
Well, and the reason I do this show, if I get on TV, Linda, and said we can prevent back surgeries, we can fix TMJ or migraines or vertigo or dizziness, people say, oh, he's just drumming up his own business. When people get on and you tell your story, it's more credible. So we're going to take a little break. Come on back. We're going to explain what is TMJ, what does it feel like for those of you who've never had it, maybe some of you who have it and don't know that chiropractic can help you. So take a break. Come back in a few seconds. Thank you. So in 44 years of being the busiest chiropractor, you see so many different conditions. Some are not chiropractic. If someone has a tachycardia, fast heart rate, or eczema, I tell them, go see your doctor for things like that. But don't underestimate your human body. The nervous system is in your back. Many of you think that I'm just a back doctor. I'm not. I work on Linda's back, but in her back is her nervous system. And the nerves from her body go everywhere. Can we help TMJ? Yes. Migraines, vertigo, dizziness, ringing in the ears. I always tell the patient, let's give the adjustment, Linda. Let's see what the body can do. Some TMJ goes away totally. Some it doesn't go away, depending on how severe it is. So let me define for you. TMJ, temple, the mandible, joint. So where Linda's temple and mandible meet is called the TMJ. The TMJ is a joint. Now I've seen MRIs. Every time Linda talks, or any of us talk, there's a disc in our jaw that moves. And that disc on certain patients degenerates. On the MRI, if you can envision like a little cotton ball, it starts fraying. So doctors will go in and they will surgically suck out the frayed material. They will put in steroid shots. Physical therapy will do different ultrasound treatments. So depending on how severe, if a patient says to me, John, 3 months ago, I opened my mouth wide to eat a candy apple and my jaw popped. That's an easy case. The hardest case is when women more than men, and women get it 90% of the time, women will say, John, I grit my teeth. And all night long while I'm sleeping, my husband can hear my teeth grinding. So the masseter muscle causes a compression of the disc. And those TMJs are much more of a chronic condition. On MRIs, the disc is so worn out, some of those patients need TMJ surgeries, which I cannot help. So I guess today's show is more if you have a minor TMJ, meaning if it just started within the last 2 years, let's say, if you do not grind your teeth, because those patients, Linda, sometimes local dentists, they give them mouth splints.
Yeah.
Did you ever have them?
No.
Okay, it's like they take a mold of your mouth and you wear a mouth splint, which is 2 pieces of like plastic, so that at night while you're sleeping, it prevents you from gritting your teeth. So you never grit your teeth at night then?
I guess not. I did read about that when
Okay.
I Googled it, the source of all. And it did say, talk to your dentist, and I had a dentist appointment coming up, and he did check everything and said it didn't look like I ground my teeth or that I did that. So he
Was he able to help you? Like, what did he suggest when he said your teeth have no cracks, so you don't grind your teeth? What was his next step?
I don't really remember, but
Okay.
I think he just kind of kept moving.
Because of the 12 dentists in this town, I mean this in a
Yeah.
loving way, they will tell me, John, our specialty is teeth.
Yeah.
So they want
Yeah.
to work on cavities and caps. They really don't want to get involved in
Yeah, I
TMJ.
don't think he said anything other than that I don't grind
Yeah,
my
so
teeth.
50 patients of mine every year who bring up TMJ, their frustration is their dentist sort of poo-paws it, like it's no big deal. But to that patient, it is a big deal.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that a dentist, I don't think they have much, it's not their job to work on a jaw.
Yeah.
It's their job to work. I have patients who get TMJ after they have teeth extracted. Let's say you have wisdom teeth and they're impacted. And I've seen sometimes I guess a dentist, orthodontist, but they literally put their foot on this person's jaw to extract the tooth. And in doing that, there was only a couple not every dentist extracts teeth, because even that's an art to doing that, I guess.
Yeah.
So if you've had teeth extracted, if you had any kind of a neck or jaw injury, or you grit your teeth at night, or you just open your mouth. One woman used to yell at her kid, she said so much. She got TMJ. So I've heard so many different stories. So it is inflammation of the disc in the jaw. So we with you, we would adjust the neck, make sure the neck is in alignment. How often would you get TMJ every day? Like, when did you feel the pain?
It just happened suddenly. I eat Cheerios every morning for breakfast, and I had trouble getting the spoon in my mouth and eating my Cheerios, and I didn't know why. And as usual, I just kind of thought it would go away and wait a while, and then I looked and Googled it, and I didn't really know it was called TMJ. It was lockjaw, or some other names for it, and it mentioned not to do something permanent. Most of the sources, said don't do something permanent for it, and a number of them said a chiropractor could fix it. And I come off and on, even though you've fixed my back problem and I don't have to have back surgery, I come off and on because I get out of alignment from lifting bales of hay on one side and things like that I probably should do a little more carefully. And I even came once when I had it, and I didn't realize to ask you about it. And then I saw that, a chiropractor could fix it, and we started talking about it.
So your TMJ just doesn't happen overnight. The disc must have been getting irritated, and then again, a spoon, one finger, two. So that's 30 millimeters. So if you cannot fit, to be blunt, 3 fingers in your mouth, you have a restriction of your jawbone because of TMJ. So in your case, you eat Cheerios every morning. I get tired after the same breakfast every day.
No, it has to be
But
Cheerios.
she likes her Cheerios, but she opened her mouth with this spoon. You must have thought, what the heck? I can't get it in.
No.
So let's take a commercial break. Come on back. Let's explain more about what we did to help her. Thank you. Hello, I'm Dr. Johnny again. I want to thank everybody for watching this show. Linda, I try to just be sincere and genuine and tell these stories. People often say how interesting the shows are. They're just stories. I don't have a producer or whatever you want to call that stuff. I hope you can see the sincerity of both of us. We're here to change people's lives. Many people are afraid of chiropractors because many are too rough. Many people don't understand chiropractic. So today we're talking specifically about TMJ, temple mandibular joint dysfunction. It's an inflammation from overuse of the jaw, maybe gritting the teeth at night. In her case, she just was eating her morning Cheerios, and all of a sudden, I guess you felt the pain on the one side?
I felt the pain, but I really just couldn't open my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't go any further, even if I could handle the pain. I have a high pain tolerance, but it was like broken more than from stopping from pain.
So like any part of, I'm here my 44 years. So people go to their dentists, and dentists, in a nice way, they'll tell me, John, we are not TMJ people. We are for the teeth,
Yeah,
not really
that
the
makes
jaw. And I
sense.
respect that. But then they go to the orthopedic doctors or the physical, same like you did with your back.
Yeah.
Orthopedic guys will say, well, it's inflammation of a jaw. Let's give a steroid shot. But my question to them is, well, why? Why? What is the body telling us? Why did Linda Gordon's jaw get inflamed enough that they would just give a steroid shot? I don't think they investigate what the body's trying to tell them. We feel chiropractically that if the neck is misaligned, or if sometimes we're going to show you, if Linda's jaw is misaligned, people in my work, they might sleep, with their arm like under their jaw, or people will watch TV. Like they do all these little habits that they know, and they slowly shift their jaw out. My wife takes karate. She was getting tested for her black belt. I remember two guys are coming at her, and not supposed to have contact, but the one guy accidentally hit his elbow up into her jaw, and she had terrible TMJ for like 2 months.
Yeah.
So he accidentally, when he jammed her jaw. So there's so many reasons out there. You might have a car accident where your head hits the windshield or your jaw hits the steering wheel. All of these stories I've heard. So for those of you who have pain in your jaw, it's from some prior injury. The doctors will say just get a steroid shot. But in your case, we're going to show you in a few minutes what a TMJ exam is like.
Mm-hmm.
The jawbone, when you open up your mouth slowly, it should just open up equally. The courses I took and my research shows, they call it a C curve or an S curve. If one side is off, the jaw sort of opens like a C. If both sides are off, it opens like an S. So I want you to go to the mirror, keep your eyes open, take 30 seconds to slowly look at your mouth. You're going to compare your symphysis menti, this little dimple we all have. Hopefully, if you ever have a broken nose where your nose is crooked, then you can't do this. But your nose should be straight with your symphysis menti. So you're going to see in a minute, Lynn. I'm going to stand behind you. We want her nose to be straight with the middle of her chin. So she opens up her mouth slowly. As wide as we want the jaw to open up, even not 30 seconds, 10 seconds. But we want to see if it opens up equally. So first we do the TMJ test. We do the neck adjustment. We remind her then eat soft foods, spaghettis, soups, until it calms down. Not her, but some people will tell him, no, don't go to a football game and start yelling and screaming. Give it like we did with your back. Your back got better by ice and rest.
Right. You said no apples.
Right. The TMJ gets better. No steak, no apples, no nothing
corn on the cob.
Yeah, nothing that makes you chew hard or open your mouth too wide.
Yeah.
So we're going to stop pretty soon and show, but in conclusion, when I said to you that yes, we can possibly help you with TMJ, was it something that you thought, well, Google had said to do it, but you had no idea that a chiropractor might be able to do that here?
I had no idea. And like I said, I had even seen you once and not even mentioned it to you. And then it made me think about, the chart in your office that says how things are connected, and there's different problems that are connected to the spine, and that, chiropractors can help.
Once we got your back better, Linda still comes back every now and then because she still is active with her back. Once TMJ gets better, it's not like it's going to be gone forever. You might say, John, I went camping and I chewed a bunch of corn on the cob, whatever, and darn it came back again. So let's take a break now. We're going to go down to the adjustment room, watch a TMJ exam, a neck adjustment, and the laser to help heal TMJ. Hi folks, I always think though the story is important, that the most important part of these TV shows is the adjustment itself. And we just talked about this. None of our patients are paid actors. So in case you're wondering, this is a real life patient of mine. She wishes she was a paid actor maybe. But we're talking today about TMJ, temple mandibular joint dysfunction, pain in the jaw or clicking and grinding. Well, Linda was just saying while we were getting set up, her neck, when she moves it, I'm 67 years old. I have no sounds in my neck, Linda. And you're younger than me, but when you move your neck, at times you hear like a grinding.
Yeah, it's weird noises in there.
Right, and that's not normal. So chiropractically, we will have to make sure the neck controls muscles and nerves to the jaw. You know, if you look at these nerve charts, there's nerves that come right to the face, the trigeminal nerve. So we want to first examine her neck, and let's be honest, Linda is one of these patients, more so women than men. She gets nervous. She doesn't like her neck cracked. So all the more then, don't go to those rougher guys who never even ask your opinion. Here's what I hear. Some chiropractor snuck up from behind me, never even, and cracked my neck, and I'll never go back again. And after 7 years, I finally got the confidence to come to a more gentle guy. So I listened to you. I understand your concerns. We're going to check the neck and then the jaw. Okay? So lean back for me. Again, this high-low table, she might start snoring because she just takes a nap on this table. I'll come to this side just so you have a better view. We're going to feel her neck. I'm feeling for symmetry. And she can feel it. It's much tighter on her right than it is on her left. So this right side, the neck is misaligned, causing these grinding, clicking sounds in her neck. But I'm not going to scare her. I'm not even going to try to twist it. She's on camera. She's a little bit, I'm sure, out of her element with that. So uncaring chiropractors would just twist it. We're going to just try to put a pressure point. Feel there's like a tightness right there, Linda. Mm-hmm. That's her axis. That's her second vertebra. So we're going to put a little pressure point right here. So this, you can either twist it gently. If the patient doesn't like that, you hold a longer pressure point. And the bone still moves a millimeter. That's all you need. Each visit, a millimeter. So I'm holding the left side with my finger, index finger. I'm pushing her axis vertebrae over. That's the one that controls dizziness, ringing in the ears, which is called tinnitus. So if you have migraines, you know, one part I love about my work, 100 times a year, here's what I get. Doc, I have migraines. My neurologist sent me for CAT scans of my brain, found nothing wrong with me. So he says, I'm an emotional woman. I'm going to give you antidepressants. So then they come to me. It has nothing to do with the head. It's their neck. Usually they're stomach sleeping women who've been cracking their own necks, pinching nerves causing migraines. So again, TMJ is maybe something you don't think a chiropractor can help, like migraines or vertigo. Yes, we can. So in Linda's case, we hold a little pressure point. Takes a little bit more time. And that's what I tell the patient. We won't scare you. We won't crack your neck. Okay, but now like I said, we're going to now do the TMJ exam. What I said earlier, Linda will take 10 seconds. I want her to slowly open her mouth. I'm going to stand behind her. Her nose looks nice and straight. Your nose was never broken?
No.
Yeah, her nose looks fine to me. So when I stand behind, I'm looking from her nose to the symphysis menti, this little indentation. Some people have a Kirk Douglas one, some people don't. So I want to see when she opens, the mouth should just like a normal joint. It should just open. So take about 5 to 10 seconds, just open slowly, Linda. Okay, now you close. And then, hers, she started and went quickly left. So she has a C. Let's do it again. See if you can catch it on TV. So open slowly. Right there. Right there it goes left. It should not. So her TMJ joint is misaligned. This is what dentists don't do. This, like any chiropractors feel if the back's in alignment, we prevented her back surgery. Chiropractors feel if her neck's misaligned and then her TMJ has to be corrected, you can help her joint and then we laser it. So in her case, her jaw, if you watch very closely, you probably can see on TV, from behind, it opened and halfway through it goes left. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to go straight. So she has what we call a C, a left C TMJ. So we're going to, here's the gentle adjustment. I'm going to open her jaw. No pain. We stretch it left. and we pull. We pull up. My mother used to have a closet door, a sliding closet door. If you bumped against it, the little circular thing would come off track. That's how, if you look on x-rays and MRIs, her TMJ is slightly off track. So all we're going to do is do 3 stretches. So let's do it again. You open up the jaw, we pull it left, and we try to stretch. You stretch it to get it back on track. Let's do it one more time. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Open up to the left, up and over. No cracking, no twisting. But let's be honest, it's not going to get fixed in one session. So she comes into me. I check her right side to make sure it's in alignment. We adjust her neck to make sure that's in alignment. Then we do her TMJ, all in one visit. Some chiropractors tell me, do the one hip one visit, do the neck one visit, do the TMJ one visit. So I just was told time's winding down, so let me just do this quickly. So we put it here for TMJ. And Linda, you just wear these glasses for me.
Okay.
So again, laser. We're going to laser the cartilage of her left jaw. She showed me earlier she can only get 2 fingers in her mouth. She should be able to get 3. 3 fingers means the cartilage of her TMJ is better. So we make sure the hip's in alignment, make sure the neck is in alignment. We laser the jaw. We tell her for maybe 2-3 weeks, soft foods, eggs, spaghettis, soups. She could cut up if she has to, like hamburgers and things like that. So this cold laser, she feels nothing, no pain. We put on protective glasses. So as a chiropractor for 44 years, you start off just with the spine. But then when people come into you with migraines, shoulder bursitis, meniscus in her knee, so you do these other things. So in conclusion, thank you for watching the show. We prevented her back surgery. Now we want to heal her TMJ. See you next week.